Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 87 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today we're talking about, of course, communication and the IDEANCE process. IDEANCE is the process we came up with in January. It's a simple 7-step process to help us get what we want in any area or aspect of our life. So we're applying that process to communication this month. We selected our topic. We've gone through the other 4 steps. And step 5 of the process is, other side, next. What's up next? How do we know what to do next? We want to reflect on what's working and do more of that. We want to reflect on what's not working and look for the lessons learned to see if we can tweak things and make them a little bit different, to try something else to move from where we are to where we want. It's all about filling that gap between where we are with communication and where we want to be. I've been sharing Shannon's story. I'm going to share Shannon's story all this year. She's volunteered to let us use her as our guinea pig throughout the entire challenge. So instead of just sharing my own story, I'm going to share hers and mine. And Sharon and Shannon, they're a lot alike, those names. So it's kind of fun, a little confusing, but fun. So today we're looking at and asking ourselves the question, what is next? We took an action yesterday. We may not know if it's worked yet or not, right? Have you ever done something and you don't know by or instantly or by the next day if it's actually had a positive effect or a negative effect or no effect? Well, that is often what happens when we're doing different things and taking different actions. We got to be a little bit patient, right? And stick to it and be willing to test and change and tweak and adjust and pivot. Pivot became the word of 2020 or 2021. It's like, oh, we all have to pivot now that all of our businesses are shut down. Got to figure out how you're going to make money. It left a, bad taste in my throat and my mouth about the word pivot. There's a couple of words that all of us have prejudice against different words, right? And pivot is one, try is another for me. The word try, the word can't. There's a whole, I'm sure I have a whole bunch of them. I could probably make a whole list of all the words that trip me up for whatever reason. So our action item today is to think about what is next. What do we need to do next? We need to just be patient and wait a day or two and see if what action we took worked, if it worked or not, or do we need to add another action? And I say if you're going to do another action today, which I highly recommend taking massive action when we want to achieve anything, pick something that's totally different and figure out a way to measure it versus the thing that you just did so you can tell if you're making progress or not. This step is all about reviewing what we've done so far, making note of what's working, do more of that, make a note of what's not working, and stop doing that, right? How many of us do something, we think it's going to work because it worked for a million other people, and we find that we're just banging our head against the wall, or it's like we're walking into a brick wall because it doesn't work for us. That means it's not our thing. Nothing wrong with that. It's a great strategy for a lot of people, but it doesn't work for us. So instead of walking into that brick wall, we need to either change what we're doing, change how we're thinking about what we're doing. Hint, hint. That is usually what it is. It's our belief that something will or will not work for us is a huge indicator of whether it will or will not work for us. Amazing how that works. We create everything in our life, whether we believe it or not. So let me take a peek at what Shannon is doing for this step. Let me grab my magnifying glass. She's tracking her progress regularly, assessing what's working and what needs fine-tuning. Oh my, what a good idea. She's also keeping track of her wins and her challenges and the adjustments that she's making so that she has a record of what she's doing. How often do we make a change in our life about something, and then 5 years or 6 years down the road, or even 10 years or 20 years down the road, all of a sudden we see the thing that we thought we took care of in our life once and for all actually sneaking back in. Circumstances change, things around us change all the time, and all of a sudden something that we've dealt with in the past comes up to remind us again that it's still there in our subconscious and we better pay attention to it and take care of it. So we have to make those adjustments and always be kind of monitoring, hey, how's that make me feel? How's that working for me? So wins, she's got more controlled pacing. She's reduced filler words and increased audience engagement, which are all good things, right? And she's going to continue to work on those things that have worked to help her get those wins. Challenges, she's still experiencing pre-stage nerves before major events, and we're working on that. I'm helping her do that. I think the Q&As she's doing are going to really have a positive impact on that. And then adjustments, she's adding breath work and grounding exercises before each big speaking gig so that she is more comfortable and I'm more at ease and more natural and doesn't have those stressy jitters that we often get when we're speaking in front of big crowds. So by staying adaptive and open to feedback, because we always want to be getting feedback on how is our communication working out for the person that we're communicating with, because that's what communication is all about. We need to be continually adjusting and growing and making improvements in that, right? Just like every other area and aspect of our life. We're not born knowing anything hardly, right? So we got to learn it all along the way, and it's up to us to choose to consciously learn and grow and become a better version of ourselves. All right, if you have any questions, you know what to do. You just ask. If you have any comments, concerns, feedback, please share those with me, because I'm always trying to improve as well. Have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.